Welcome back. Well, just check out the Nifty. We have moved gradually towards that 18,400 odd mark. It's a sharp spike that we're seeing. Asian Paint should come up for you. The intraday chart, that'll tell you the story out there. Tata Consumer as well spiking up. But the Nifty moves when the large cap names move. And HDFC, just take a look at the intraday chart out there. That's the big boy. That's the one that's leading for the last few days. And that's moved to the high point of the day yet again. And ITC, that's cut its losses a little bit. It was down close to around 1.5%. That's cut its losses, which has helped the Nifty moving up. But good time to get in Nimesh there. Nimesh, well, suddenly we're seeing a sharp spike. The Nifty seems to be in a bit of a range. But what are you picking up from the dealing rooms?
Nigel, it's been pretty quiet for the last couple of days, and that seems to be the trend today as well. I guess it's been consolidating very nicely with the next move towards the all-time highs. But before that, you're seeing a bit of consolidation. And it looks like there is a lack of participation as well. So the mutual fund, the domestic funds, the FI seems to be quite off late. They've not been quite active in the Indian markets for the last few days. That's the overall feedback. However, if you look at Nifty, it won't give a right picture. There's a lot of action outside of the broader market, in the broader markets as well, and that's where the whole action seems to be. Every day you're seeing one or two sectors participating and supporting the broader markets, and that seems to be the theme today as well. So one theme that stands out today is the tire stocks. We've seen off late some bit of momentum, and that continues in today's trade as well. Even Balkrishna Tires, which reported a very poor set of numbers, the commentary was quite weak. Even then, the stock is a 5%. So looks like there is a bit of short covering that particular stock. The other sector which is well bid and which is seeing a continuous buying interest is the metal names. Ever since there were reports of China opening up, you've seen a bit of up move in that stock. Some of those metal names are up 20-25% in the last 1 week, 10 days. And that's where the momentum seems to be. So there is a bit of buying interest back in the metal stock. So as I said, at the Nifty level, you're seeing a bit of consolidation. Looks like we are heading towards that all-time highs. But I guess there is a lack of participation as well in the last many days, and that's been the trend today as well from the larger institutions.
Okay, all right. So that's about market setup, Nimesh. But what about individual stocks? What are you picking up?
So as I said, Nigel, the larger interest seems to be in the mid-cap and the broader indices, and that's why. So the first stock on my list today is Campus Activewear. Many of the investors are surprised with the kind of downfall you've seen in that stock. In this month itself, the stock is down 30-odd%, but now I understand at these levels, there is a bit of buying interest back, and some smart HNIs have bought in today's fall as well. So that's the first stock to watch out. The second stock is HBL Power. Yesterday there was a large block deal, kind of a clean out trade from a long only fund, and I believe in that block some smart HNIs participated, and hence you're seeing a bit of up move in that stock in today's state. So that's the second stock, HBL Power. The last stock is Sapphire Foods. Again, this is another one stock where the lockup is going to open very soon. And there is a strong buzz of a large block deal coming very soon from a larger FI investor in Sapphire Foods, and that's going to be the trend for the next few days. Whether it's Paytm, whether it's PB Fintech, and for that matter Sapphire, large blocks are expected by the market. So that's something to focus for the near term.
You had spoken about Paytm yesterday, right? I mean, the lock-in ends today.